Hey, this is Codenames, and welcome to this week's 1 hour challenge, T minus 10, and so on. So in this challenge, you'll take ships that are made from 10 parts, decreasing down to 1, launch them in the VAB on the launch pad, and land them on top of the VAB, saving the cockpit. Once you've done that with the ship number 10, you can move on to the ship number 9. These are the part counts, so 10 parts, 9 parts, and so on to 1 part. So what you've seen so far is my epic fail on the 10-part ship, which should be the easiest, but because I haven't done this in a while, it turns out pretty hard. I missed a few times, and in the end, I ditched the whole craft and just parachute onto the VAB, like I'll do in the next 10 or so. Now the whole process of the 10 ship took about 20 minutes or so, so to conserve time, I went into the VAB and created all the ships that I'll need, 10 through 1, and many different versions of the 1 ship. The 10 ship had 3 parachutes on top, a decoupler, 4 engines around a small fuel tank. Now at 9, I decreased the number to 3, and at 8, I take away 2 parachutes, keeping the engine number at 4. 7 has 3 engines with only 1 parachute, and then get into only 1 engine and 1 parachute for 5. So I continue on with the 9 craft. Sadly, I kill Bill, which is kind of funny because that rhymes, but he dies and I can't revert flight because I sped through that part too fast. It was kind of dazing off, but Bob gets to fly 9 craft and lands. So then continuing on to the 8. 8 is flown by a rookie now, which does better than both Jeb, Bill, and Bob. So we might be switching to the rookies here. Now 7 goes on, perfect landing once again, getting closer to the center of the command helicopters. There we go. Now 7? Yes, 7. 7 was fine. 6, however, a little bit of troubles, but still tend to make it. So at this point, I'm pretty good. I just about passed 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and 5 was going great. Perfect landing. Now on to 4. 4 is a very special craft because off of random chance of the Kerbal squad, I've been given Dean, Macy, Dean. Well, it's Dean Kerbal, Dean, the pilot that will live forever. Dean, the Kerbal, to fly this craft. So, after some cool cinematic shots after I land it, perfectly I said, I move on to 3. Now, 3 is kind of a special craft, being that it has no parachute. So, soft, very, very soft, hard landing for 3. But I fail, but I almost lose it off the side. I still manage to land it. Now, how are you supposed to put an engine, a fuel tank, and a capsule, 3 parts, in a 2-part ship? The only way around it is an SRB. Smallest. And now, wait for it, the world's biggest facepalm with an SRB. More like a NASA facepalm. So, if you think back to the NASA update, there's something very, very, very special that they gave us. Not just the Yugo things, diameters. They also gave us an engine and a fuel tank in one. So going back to the VAB, I realize I'm in the wrong save. So I pause my timer and load up 31.5, the ARM update, that one. So speeding through the ARM update upload. It's gonna take a while. So now I've got 14 minutes on the clock. And who's flying it? None other than Jeb himself. I thought I already had Jeb. Well, it's a new save. Who cares? So, Jeb, the man, the Kerbal, that's second best to Dean. Words. He bunny hops. I miss 1, 2, 5, 8 times or so. I miss many times speeding through this part. Now, in this save, these giant fuel tank rockets are really heavy, and this command pod is very slow to turn with very heavy things. I should have gotten a bigger cockpit. But, oh well. And I bunny hop, and I bunny hop, as I said earlier. And I fail. So, 2 minutes on the clock. After all that speeding through, I'll see you in the next one. Also, if anyone's interested, the next week's challenge is down below. As I'm pointing down below, you can't see that. It's down below in the description. So, anyone who wants to join me next week can join me with that one, or this one, because I'm releasing it Friday. So, huzzah, and I'll see you in the next